Hello everyone, it's Ricardo, and I'm still playing Elite Dangerous. I thought I'd discuss the Nerf. The Nerf of passenger missions. Now, as you know, the Smeaton Run, Rhea, Wuganagi, I could name several, Quince. They've all gone through huge areas where people have made a lot of money. Now last night, on the forum, Frontier Development brought out an update saying basically we're aware that some commanders have been making a hell of a lot of money with passenger missions where the station has been far away from the jump point. So as a result of this, they mentioned that what they're going to do is they're going to remove this option where a lot of stackable missions to such stations like Smeaton will be removed and then tweaked. Tweaked, basically nerfed. Now, if you're out going to go buy some ships and you've got to make some money quick, you're left with trading. You're also going to be left with doing more longer range passenger missions. Now, longer range passenger missions, you know the ones you transport 2 or 3 people halfway across the known galaxy and get 30 odd million. Now, there are going to be some systems that do provide these sort of missions, and finding those will be down to some of the third-party tools. So, as I was already at Smeaton Orbital, I had been down to see the Obsidian Orbital burning and the repair, and I'd come all the way back up, pick up some ships. I thought I'd go and check it out. Very little going on. To be fair, the missions that you would have generally had 20, 30 million for are now down to 700, 750,000, or even down to, dare I say it, 165,000. Now this is going from Melvin Hub to Smeaton Orbital. However, I was able to find some individual passenger commissions, those ones where an individual wants to go to a station, and there were several of those. By doing some board hopping, I managed to get things up to around about, 17 million, right? It's not going to set the world alight, but I think personally now, this is a better way of going. It was getting ridiculous. People were making 120 million a run. I myself have done a video on this for the community, so hey, if I'm to blame, I'm to blame. Hands up. But this is playing the game, and they mentioned that this was the game mechanics right at the beginning. Throttling back this sort of payment, I think, is a good thing. I really do. Let's try and bring the game back into Elite Dangerous. Not just the grind. This will force you to go out and find those other missions, those lucrative missions. Things shouldn't be this easy. That's my opinion. Put it in the comments if you think I'm wrong, and I'm sure people are going to say, what are you talking about? You've done videos on this. You've got 900 million in the bank. Which is not a hell of a lot compared to some people, and some people that have commented on videos that I've put up in the past. And I know, it's hypocritical. But what can you do? This is the way it is. We serve at the pleasure of Frontier Developments. Like I say, I think it's personally a good thing. You can still make, however, big money in trading. Let's not forget trading. From the inclusion of passenger missions a couple of releases ago, this has always been, I think, quite imbalanced. Also, I think taking people halfway across the universe for like, I don't know, 22, 25 million. My God, I mean, do people do that? I mean, I'm going to Colonia. I'll take some moaning old passenger with me that as soon as I damage my ship, they're going to say, well, I'm not going. I don't want it. I don't want to be any part of this ship. You've been attacked by pirates. Yeah, well, it wasn't my fault. You know, and I'm very dissatisfied. Well, what can you do about that? Yes, you can try to evade interdiction, but come on, let's face it, it doesn't always work, does it? And especially if you're, I don't know, 300 jumps into a journey to collect that 22 million passenger purse, and you get interdicted, or you fly too close to a neutron star and, you know, you incur a hell of a lot of damage. Anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, other items that were included on the live stream that I picked up on last night was some changes to the keelback. Now, I've had a keelback. It's a big old beast. A bit like a coffin, gotta say. It's going to gain a multi-crew seat. So good for all you multi-crewers. Other things we're gonna mention: more material and data storage, whereas there just being a general cap, now there's going to be an individual cap on material storage, which should make engineering a little bit easier. You can do remote engineering from pinned blueprints. And of course, the much waited and lauded after material and data trader. So you can turn all those junk materials that you don't want, your junk could be somebody else's treasure, into what you actually want. There's going to be changeable ship voices, Galnet audio, and that's been coming for a while. So some good releases in the live stream yesterday. So let's not take anything away from it. I'm quite excited for the Beyond Chapter 1 update. There's going to be the Chieftain, the updates I just mentioned, the huge changes to engineering, whereas it was a bit hit and miss, let's face it, quite hit and miss. I could never tell whether I was actually putting in an upgrade that would benefit me or it wouldn't. And then when that spinny wheel comes round, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many times I missed that. I know it must be a knack to doing it, I know, but I think I might have got 3 out of 100. I think that was absolutely ridiculous. But that just might be me being rubbish. And it's probably more like the case. So I'm looking forward to the engineering changes to see how that's going. And also, you know, with the material and data trader, I'm quite looking forward to that. So these changes are going to force people now to go out, do a bit of trading, longer range passenger missions, surface missions. These items, I believe, there's always going to be a way to make money. And looking at the community, you're going to find people who are going to be so quick to post those out. And that's going to be great. And it's up to the individual commander whether or not you're going to take those or not. Anyway, thanks very much for listening. I've been Ricardo, this is Elite Dangerous. We've been discussing the live stream and the nerf of passenger missions. Beyond Chapter 1 beta is coming, so look out for more videos in the series. As always, the HUD is at the end of this video.